First episode of Lorcana for beginners from a beginner who just started playing the game. The main mechanic of the game is known as ink. Without ink, you can't really do anything in the game, and you may be asking, what is ink? So usually you'll start the game with 7 cards in your hand, and when you're on your first possession of the game, you're going to want to ink a card. Now, what does inking a card mean? It means you're going to take one card from your hand and use it as ink. Now, which cards are inkable? Now, if you notice, this Donald Duck card has this 3 on the top corner, and around that 3 is this gold rim. Now, this other card has a 3 in the top corner, but it does not have that same gold rim. That gold rim is what defines a card as inkable. So what I can do is I can play this Donald Duck as ink. To play a card as ink, you're going to place it face down on the playmat. Some people will place a card face up at first to show that they've played a card as ink and to let the other person know, like, hey, you can check, make sure that this is actually an inkable card. You can only play 1 ink per turn, and this is why there's value in having characters in your deck that can be played with less ink. For example, if you have 5 ink character cards, then you're not going to be able to play them until you have 5 ink available. So say you have this power line card that takes 2 ink to play, you will likely not be able to play this card until at the very earliest, your second turn. Now, because of that mechanic, you're going to want to have multiple cards, and they call it ramping up, where they start with 1 ink, 2 ink, 3 ink, and you work your way up to the cards that you want to lead your game with. The ink that you play on your possession can be used on that same possession. So say I place down my second ink card, I am able to play this power line card on that same turn. And once you put a card in for play, you're not going to be able to use that card until your next turn. This process is known as ink is drying. So a character's ink takes 1 turn to dry, so you cannot use the character till the next turn. The term for using your ink is exerted. Once you have exerted all ink for that turn, you may pass the turn or do whatever else you need to do for your turn, but your ink will be ready for use again on your next turn.